It's February 14th right now. We just had the biggest storm of the season, at least for Southern California. It's the most rain we had so far. We had like 2 days of pretty much consistent sprinkling to heavy rain. You know, the first day was pretty much sprinkling the whole time. Yesterday was a lot more heavier, kind of going back from heavy, kind of switching off between heavy rain and light sprinkling. And right now it's really nice and sunny. A good thing about having this nice sunny day right after this much rain and water is like things get a chance to dry out, and because of that, you know, you don't have too much issues if you have like a lot more gray skies after such a heavy storm. You could probably run into a lot more fungal issues. So I'm gonna just kind of go through it real quickly. Everything looks pretty good so far. Most of the damage I think I've seen is that lots of the blooms got pretty much destroyed by mostly, I would say, the wind versus the rain. But I am getting some stuff that is like browning like that. You know, like some fungal stuff here and there. This is for example, is on the variety Sunrise. Some stuff is still barely just pushing out. So not much there. This one's not looking good. So let's see. Here's the sweet tart. Lots of blooms still look great. Some of the blooms look a little bad. Okay, next tree. Here's the Valkyrie, looking pretty good. Some nice blooms up there of other varieties. Let's kind of just go around a bit. Here's the Golden Queen, Jin Huang. Let's see, this one's bad, this one's good. So some of the blooms got damaged, some of the blooms look fine. I'm not really sure what's the difference between one making and not. Usually sometimes when the flowers is like way open, very open, or very like progress much further ahead, they usually never survive the storms. But the ones that's barely still kind of pushing usually does. But I'm seeing a mix of both on this. So here's Ambrosia. Lots of flowers still looking good. This is Diamond. This is the first bloom that came out. It's pretty much destroyed. Most of it I would say was wind damage. Here's a Juliet. Let's see. Here's a Pineapple Pleasure. Let's see some fungal issues already. This one's a little bit more cleaner. This is Sindri. No blooms or budding or swelling or anything so far. Very interesting. It didn't even bloom for me last year. So the one of only two varieties that did that for me in my yard. The other variety is right here, back here, which is Saphira Lucknow. Pretty much 95% of the canopy is not swelling or blooming or anything like that. But there is one small branch right there that's blooming. So those two varieties, for whatever reason, did not bloom at all last year, and right now it still has not swelled for the most part. So it's an interesting variety. It might be one that might kind of take a lot more cold to trigger blooming in California. Might be one that's kind of good to experiment with. It will give you at least some size before it starts blooming. Okay. All right. Here's the Maha. Looks like there's some damage there. Some other one looks a lot more cleaner. And those blooms a little bit cleaner. This branch seems to have got a bit of powdery mildew along with some other fungal issues. Okay. But this one is also Maha, but this one looks clean. So all over the place. This one's also pretty clean. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is Saint Talon. Not looking good. Lots of fungal issues, even on the leaves. Look at that. That's very bizarre. And here's Giselle, looking pretty clean. Nam Duck My Mun is pretty much done for. There's tons of blooms. All got destroyed by rain, wind, or whatnot. Here's a Sussy Love, very ugly and fungal prone. Here's another sweet tart. This one doesn't look so good. Let's see, here's a Duncan. Looks pretty bad. There was an Angie bloom. All the blooms are gone on that. Alright, let's keep on going real quick. Not much going on in that tree right there. Let's take a look at this one. This is St. Maui. So, blooms still looks pretty good. And it's still just pushing on most of the branches. Here's Sussy Love, already showing some black fungal issues all over the blooms already. Here's my California Romit, like nice kind of pink blooms, no damage or fungal issues so far. Let's keep on going. Let's see, Dupree Saigon right here. This has not ever set any kind of nubbins or any kind of fruitlets. So we'll see what happens. We're already seeing some fungal issue. Bombay is barely just pushing. And then here's a lot of my California Mint. Nice pink blooms. Seem unaffected by the rain, even though they're like almost in full bloom. Let's see. Here's some Jin Huang Golden Queen. Nice long stems, looks pretty clean so far. Okay, trying to remember what some of this is. Oh, it's pretty windy right now. So this is a Hindi Basanara that's blooming right here. And right here. So some of the other stuff are swelling up. Let's see. Here's a cack. Some of the blooms look really good. Some of them doesn't look too good. But let's see what happens. There's a cack. There's a Super Julie on here. Oh, Super Julie is not looking too good. Issues. This cotton candy actually looks nice and clean. Cotton candy seems to they always seem to be pretty fungal resistant. They just don't set fruit for me, but like every time I see it, every year, like they don't get any kind of like powdered mildew, any kind of black fungal problems. So let's see what happens. Here's the next tree. This is Florigon. It's already looking bad. Florigon has never done well for me. There's still some really good looking blooms. And let's see what else is left. There's a plant that's blooming. Nothing blooming on this. There's more of my California Romit. They seem to, it's always been very fungal resistant to me, so you know, always nice blooms. We'll see what happens. Okay, that's an update. Thanks guys.